Rise and shine out here on this tenacious Tuesday. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another episode, another segment, another time, another chill, if you will, with your girl Nina Marie. And I am so excited to be with you all, not just on any old Tuesday, but this is the last Tuesday for so many things. Okay. The last Tuesday of the month of Women's International Month, the last Tuesday of the first quarter of the year, and all of that good stuff. So it is the last Tuesday for so many different things. Do you hear me? But welcome, welcome, welcome. I am super excited. Excuse me. To have y'all here with me on today. Just y'all, I am super excited to have y'all. And I should have had some water. If you have been any part of any of the shows with me, you know that on this show, this is just a time to where we can come together and we can just kick it. Coughs and all, baby. I'm gonna even show y'all my little doggy because we're celebrating, right? The last Tuesday of the month of Women's International is a girl. So I am just excited to be with y'all. If you have not, or this is your first time being with me, I've actually been doing a lot of talking today. That doesn't shock me. And if you joined me at all, you were in Florida with me on last week as I wrapped up the National After School Conference. So your girl been busy, but isn't that what it's all about? About your business, and your business could and should attach to your vision, which you've called to do your purpose. So all of that just comes with the turf with me. So I hope you're not alarmed because I am not. Okay. But if this is your first time joining me, then I want to say welcome to my first time guest. If this is your second, third, or fourth time joining me, I want to say welcome back for this Life Talks time with your girl, Nina Marie. Your unity is elated that you're here. So, why and what, right? Those are $2 million words. Why Life Talks and what is Life Talks about? So, let's talk about what Life Talks is about first, okay? If you have journeyed with me or this is your first time, I am always going to cover one of 5 areas in my life, okay? Those one of 5 areas is definitely starting with F's, and they are what I have used to govern my life by, if you will. My faith, first and foremost. Let's just put a fourth there, okay? My faith, my family, my fitness, my finances, and a whole lot of fun. And on this show, Life Talks, you're going to hear one for sure, me talk about one, if not all 5 of them in some way, shape, fashion, or form. Okay. So, why Life Talks? I personally believe that Life Talks, whether you 2, you 12, you 22, you 82, maybe even 92. Okay. Life Talks, right? Excuse me. Life Talks. And when you sit around with friends, family, colleagues, your tribe, wherever they may be, you gonna sit up and you gonna talk about some life. Your life is going to talk when you look back over. You gonna be able to look back over some things that has made you think like, wow, life, as I was just telling my children, life be lifing, as they say these days, right? And that's so true. So that is why I believe that Life Talks is so imperative and important for today's news, if you will. We're going to have some conversations. We're going to talk about some things that life has showed, or that life presents to us, or that life's just automatically life and in our talk about that on this show. But it is a show that is geared for boys, girls, men, women. It's a family affair, and there's going to be some topics of discussion, but it's always going to be something that you definitely going to want your youth or your young adult to hear, even if it ain't even for the baby, okay? But welcome, and I'm so glad that y'all have decided to join me on today. I have my first love, my sisterhood shirt on, because we're talking about womanhood and what it means to even be a woman today, like just the power of a woman. As we celebrate this Women's International Month, I love my sisterhood. And if you have not or has not begun to follow me on my social media platforms, make sure you take a moment, pause for the cause, right? To do that now. You can find me on Facebook under Instagram, as the kids would say, IG. Or you can find me on TikTok. Your girl is even on TikTok these days, okay? I'm on TikTok these days. And you can find me on TikTok under Real Nina Marie. So Facebook, Nina Marie, Instagram, real_Nina Marie, and on TikTok, Real Nina Marie. Make sure you take a moment to go to my social media platforms and follow me, because there are some goodies that is coming down the pipe. Some of you all have already reached out about my inaugural Family and Friends cruise. I am so excited about that. That is going to be porting and sailing out of New Orleans, baby, as they say. October 12th through the 16th. Super excited. That is definitely going to be a family affair. So if you have not reserved your seat yet, make sure you follow me on my social media platforms and feel free to text the number 81010. So text 81010, and you can put in the memo in the section that you would leave your text message the @ symbol. Yes, let's go. Because why? Yes, let's go. You need to be on this trip with us, me and my family and friends, as we put together this inaugural cruise. I have wanted to do and needed to do a family trip, not just for my friends, excuse me, not just for my family, but everybody. We all can do this collectively together. Okay. So I am excited for the made sure that you are in the know of what is coming up with this cruise. Deposits are due now, $50 deposits, and you want to make sure that you send a text message to 81010, the @ symbol, yes, let's go. All of that together. 81010, that's the number that you have to text. And what are you texting? I'm glad you asked. You're going to put in your text message body the @ symbol, LETSGO for go. All together, no spaces, even the @ symbol. And we will make sure that you have all of the information you need to get your family and friends on this ship as well. We are excited about it. It is, I can't say going down because that's the wrong terminology. I believe that's that faith coming in. I believe that life or death is in this thing here. So it's going to be going up, baby. Do you hear me? It's going to be going up on this ship. Carnival. Sure, if you are interested in getting more information and more connection about this cruise, make sure you reach out to that 81010 @ yes, let's go. or you can follow me on the social media platforms and reach out via there. And I'll make sure that somebody from the team gets you the information that you need to get on this ship with us. Okay. Also, there are so many exciting things coming down the pipe on our production side. Make sure you stay tuned and stay in the know, because there are definitely some castings coming down as we. Two things. We are getting ready to do a short film that I'm super excited about. The team and I are just ecstatic, but even more excited about our stage production, our gospel musical play coming to a city, I'm sure, somewhere near you. And I want to make sure that you guys are in the know. So make sure you follow me on my social media platforms so that you can keep your face in the place when it comes to all of this information that you may need to know or want to just share the word. You know, I was in a meeting today. Shouts out to my Circle of Care family in the Shreveport Bossier area. But I was just sharing the team with the team today that there are no I's in team. And one thing that I can definitely say, as a culture, as a society of people, specifically in the African American community, we do a horrible job supporting and making sure that those that we say that we love, know, and trust, we do a horrible job keeping them supported and making sure that what we advertise is around those that we love. So make sure that you are keeping your face in the place on and in the know so that those around you can know as well. And I appreciate those that have already jumped on the bandwagon, asking what you can do and how you can help to make this thing a success. But there are no I's in team. I'm going to say that again. There are no I's in team. Together, each accomplishes more. And some people may say, I don't get. Like, do you know how many companies, businesses, churches, organizations that I've served when I did not get paid? And I believe with everything in me that that is why that I've been extremely blessed in certain areas, because I've always been a contributor to my community, to my friends, to my family, because I know that we're just better together. We're much better together. So thank you again for those that's already reached out about what it is that you can begin to pull this cruise together, as well as on the production team side. And we greatly appreciate you. Okay. So make sure you follow me again on my social media platforms, Instagram, and Real Nina Marie on TikTok. So I am excited about all of that good stuff. Now, here, this just so excites me, right? So excites me right here. This topic of discussion, if you will, is so important to me. And I may be freezing up a little bit. You know, it's technology, get with it. It is what it is, right? But nothing and nobody is getting ready to stop me from sharing this in the next few minutes that I have with you all pertaining to sisterhood, and this being the first relationship that a woman or that women have with other women. So I have been very blessed to have a blood sister. I have one blood sister on my mom's side. She's 2 years older than me and a boss in her own right. Tyra Hill of the Tyra Hill Show. She's also in publications and doing work in the social media world. So That for sure. Okay. Well, and then I have a sister on my biological dad's side that is much older than me, but love her in the last, since we've been adults, we've really worked on staying in communication, if nothing else, and at least looking to see each other once a year. Now, this is a sister that I knew growing up, but I did not know growing up. She was, as I mentioned, much older than I am. And it wasn't until the latter part of my life have we even sought to begin to build a relationship. Um, but I'm so blessed because I've had a million, if you will, just about, of other women that has been and played such vital parts of my life. And we hear all the time that blood sometimes, well, we've always heard that blood is thicker than water. And in some instances, that is very true. I'm so family oriented and my family means a lot to me. But I'm so grateful for the extended versions of family because my sister lives in Baltimore. We've been apart from each other for many years and life just be lifing, right? So you grow up and your pathways change. But I'm so grateful that I've always understood the benefit and the importance of this thing right here when we talk about first love and we talk about sisterhood. You've heard me talk about it throughout this month just because I've never failed to mention something about a woman along these few weeks within this show. But you're going to hear that all the time because I'm a firm believer that real women complete one another and not compete against one another. And when you can find a sisterhood that understands that very concept right there, trust me when I tell you you're on to something and somebody. Okay? We as women, whether you black, white, pink, in my culture, but I think women as an overall, because I've been very blessed to be around a variety of women, okay, that don't look like me. But women as a whole, as an overall concept, I personally believe that we struggle within the relationships with other women for a variety of reasons. And I can't say what your reason may be because we've all heard the cliche things like, yeah, I just don't kick it with women. I have much more guy friends. I've heard so many cliches about women, and if I can be honest, most of those are true. They are. And that's a very unfortunate truth. Did I say that we're going to be real on my show too? As real as I can give it to y'all, at least, right? But that's true. Most of those cliche statements are very true. However, there's a few of us out there, and you see, I've included myself in that equation because this has always been very. I've had relationships with my biological sisters throughout the years or not. This has been very important to me because I understand the value of what a good girlfriend is. I understand the value and what a real woman has the ability to contribute to anybody and everybody that she crosses, to any room that she walks in, to any business meeting that she has to conduct, honey. I know what to get out of our own way and out of our own minds pertaining to this woman that just stepped in the room. Baby, before she ever opens up her mouth, we can even have the ability to who she thinks she is. We have all this stuff set up so much, y'all. It just shocks me. what I've really learned to do even throughout the years, because trust me, like I said, most of that stuff be true. However, I've been so blessed to have amazing relationships. From growing up, I remember just from the relationships that me and my sister created early on. The conversations that we had, the places that we can go, the rooms that we can walk in and shut down, baby, when you see Nina and Tyra Lee walk in. Okay. I've always understood the value of my sisterhood. And because of that, I've been very blessed to have did I say amazing relationships in my life pertaining to women? I've had, let me think, maybe two. One I know for sure. Well, one I know for sure. That was a very new relationship that I knew I had to cut immediately. That was younger. Then I had later in life a long-term girlfriend that I really hated to, but I needed to cut that off as well, just because of the way things went down. And I still love her to this day. Will speak to her if I see her on the street. But because of how she handled our relationship with a third party, let me further know where this was going, and even more so, unfortunately, where it wasn't. And I had to clip it. But those are very, very far and in between circumstances, because I believe in this thing right here, sisterhood. And so the power of a woman, y'all, I've learned to look at women that walk in rooms, and you know, women, we got our intuition, baby. Sorry, guys, but it just is something that I believe God has created within us. It's like the thermostat, right? There's that intuition within a woman that, baby, we understand some things long before some things even surface, long before some things are even said, let alone some things are even mentioned. We just happen to notice some things, and I personally believe that it is the inner. I have learned with that intuition, because we'll write a woman off in a heartbeat. Yes, we will. And unfortunately, some of us can be so petty and so immature that we'll write a woman off because of this other woman that don't like that woman. I mean, all that type of stuff is crazy. Even as a kid, y'all, I didn't do those type of games. If my friends didn't like you, I mean, that didn't have much of nothing to do with me, depending on how you was coming to me. I just never did believe in that type of stuff. So when I see a woman, because of the intuition that somehow, in some way, shape, fashion, or form, something is rising up in me that may have me looking at her side eye, I do a couple of things first. Okay? First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to become aware of what's going on within me. You hear me? I am going to pay attention to that check that we often as women will avoid. We'll know it off rip with a female, but we will, when I say ignore, we'll ignore that check and write her off immediately. But with a man, honey, let me just talk about it. That's going to be for the next show. That's going to be for our ladies special edition. I really thought, y'all, I know I've been talking. I thought I was going to be able to do it in March, but we will see the Life Talks special edition, special ladies edition, because these are the type of conversations that you're not going to want your kids on, honey. Okay. But we will hear check from a man and ignore it every time. Hear a check for a female, and it's just something about her I don't like. Let me tell you, I've first learned to pay attention to that check. But the second thing I proceed to do once I pay attention to that check is that I tend to come a little closer. I do. I come a little closer because I know that I know, baby, what a group of women can do when we come together unified and on one accord. There are several stories of what happens when powerhouse women come together. Women that know the power of completing versus competing. So I know what it's like to pay attention to that check, but then I tend to lean in. And in my mind, y'all, I think like, that makes me want to step back. Or I say, oh, okay, I see why the enemy didn't want us to get together. Because baby, we about to cut up. We about to change some lives. We about to change the world when we get together. And I got several of my girlfriends that I do that with. Shouts out to D Ford, my sister girl here in the Shreveport area, because I was at a huge meeting today that I could not have it pulled off if my sister wasn't over there doing what she do best. Because that's what we do when we get to come together. We get to sharpen each other and make each other shine. I love that about women that know the power of completing and not competing. So this woman, y'all, we tend to, but sister girl, as I wrap this thing up, let me be first clear to let you know that you are not only the bomb.com, baby, you are the, as the kids would say, okay? You have to learn to not only love you first, but understand what the power of that love looks like so that in return, you can go out there and love others. And it ain't just you, sis. It's people in general. It's hard for people to love somebody else when you don't even love you. Extremely hard. I always tell a man, if you not even loving the lover of loves, ain't no way you can effectively and properly love me. I know that. And I'm not going to waste your time, let alone let you waste mine. So we are learning to not only love ourselves, but learning the power that lies within us individually, let alone collectively. The good book I read from say one can put 1,000 to flight, baby, but two can put 10,000 to flight. Not 2,000. One can put 1,000 and two don't just do 2,000. Two puts 10,000 to flight. And that's simply because it's imperative to know the power of the woman that first lies within you. Not nowhere else and not nobody else. I'm talking about with you. So you are important. You are value. You are love. Girl, you so bad that you even have the ability to conceive and carry a whole nother life within your life to bring into the life of this world, right? That's how bad you are, sister. I'm talking about the power of a woman. I'm talking about the woman that when she walks in the room, whether she's looking bad or she's looking great, baby, her aura, it ain't even got to be her outside, her external view. It's all about her internal, baby, and who she is and who she's been called to be. I'm talking about, y'all, the power of a woman. The woman that beside her is an unbelievable powerhouse man who knows and understands the value that she possesses. And God forbid she thinks she's going anywhere because he understands that his world is nothing without her in it. That's the power of the woman that I'm talking about. So I don't care where you are, what you're doing, and where you're going. Let me encourage you, sister, in case nobody else has today or this month. You deserve to be that it takes to go out there and win in whatever aspect and area that you desire to win in. But what is required of that? What's required of that is a surrounding of other like-minded women who believe the same. Not women that compete but complete you. That is why today I wanted to spend this last Tuesday of the month talking about the power of a woman, who she is, and why it is of importance for her to stand up tall no matter how much of the world is on her shoulders. The mission every day, somebody say every day. The mission every day is to wake up on top of the world versus the world on top of you. Why? Because it's something about a woman that is needed in every phase and stages of our lives. And as much as we love our men, because I'm telling you, I love my men. Black, white, purple, pink, it don't matter to me. I love a man. But it's nothing like a good girlfriend. And I am so saddened when I hear women say, I don't have any girlfriends. But if that is you, you are in for a treat, because I want to invite you out. If you are in the Arklatex area, anywhere close, I want to invite you to join us out on Friday night. We are having a ladies' night out. It is March 31st. We are having a ladies' night out. So why not celebrate with a bang as we conclude this Women's International Month? We're doing a Friday night ladies' night out at West End Throttle up on Texas Street. We are going to be taken away that evening with some live music. I'm not going to tell you, one of my favorite bands is in the city that is going to be performing there. So if you are that young lady or that girl or that woman that says, hey, I don't have no girlfriends, I don't have nothing to do, you're not going to be able to say that after Friday. So the power of a woman. Whatever woman is in your life, whatever girlfriend is in your world, y'all make sure you're loving on your sister girls, because even the strong ones need it. But whether you weak, strong, whatever, we all can benefit from the power of sisterhood, and that being our first love. Because I'm telling you, if you man, I can unfortunately show you a woman that don't have a good relationship with other people, period. With those that look like us, your first loves, your best friends that were in school, all of that stuff when you was even too shy to talk to boys. So join us Friday night, West End Throttle, to hear some band. It is going to, I'll be down there at 8. Okay. Join us at 8 o'clock. I am super excited to see you. Make sure you come and join us, because we're gonna be ladyfied over there. Wear some color, wear some type of pink or red or white. That's gonna be our color scheme: pink, red, or white. Okay, and you are more than welcome to invite your girlfriend or 5. It doesn't matter. We're gonna be thick in the place. And gentlemen, if you are out there, there's gonna be some single women in that room as well. Yours truly will be there too. But we are going to be having a ball to celebrate women. So make sure you come out. Follow me on my social media platforms again to stay in the loop with all of the scoop of the information that we have. Again, you can find your girl Nina Marie on Facebook under Nina Marie, on Instagram under real_Nina Marie, or TikTok under real Nina Marie. Y'all, we talking about the power of womanhood. And I thank you all for joining me on tonight as I prepare to go and get some things worked out with my sister girls in my ratchet size class. Shouts out to Sweat with Jess. She's going to be a guest on the show soon as well, because I believe in supporting my sisters. So y'all, thank you again for joining us on tonight, and make sure you come back. Same place, same time, same station on next week, Lord willing. Y'all have an amazing week out here on purpose as we finish out the last quarter, the first quarter of this year, y'all, in 2023.